Well, I'm going to show you 5 ways to prepare for a debt-free Christmas this year. You'll not only enjoy it during the holidays, but after the holidays as well. Christmas is definitely my favorite time of the year. I just absolutely love Christmas. I love everything about it. But sadly, many people go into debt through the holidays because they really just, want to share so many things with other people and buying gifts and taking advantage of sales that are going on, but they haven't really saved or prepared for Christmas. So today I want to give you the 5 top things that I do almost every single year to have a debt-free Christmas. So it's September, so we still have 4 months left to prepare. Now, I've been preparing all year long for Christmas, so I'm a little bit ahead of the game, and maybe you are too. I hope that you are. But if you're not, don't even worry about it, because 4 months you can accomplish a lot. So the first thing on my list that I'd like to share with you is to make a list. So it sounds corny, and sometimes people will jot down a quick list as they, start shopping. I make my list January 1st of every year. I get an Excel spreadsheet out and I start writing down names, and I keep that list on my computer and in my purse so that whenever I'm shopping throughout the year that I have that list available and I know what I'm going to buy, what I've bought, and maybe what I want to buy for the people on my list. So have you ever gone through shopping for someone and maybe in February or March, you bought something special while it was on sale for somebody, and then come Christmas, you forgot you bought it at all. You have it stuffed away in a bag somewhere in your closet, and you end up rebuying for the same person? Well, you can avoid that by taking care of that with a list. The second thing that I do, and I just kind of touched on it with the list, is that I shop throughout the whole year. So I try to think of things that I can buy people when the sales come up. So if I know somebody is really into fishing or they're really into cooking or what have you, I start looking for those different items that I can buy throughout the year. And there are some great sale days throughout the year. There's Prime Day comes in July. There's Black Friday comes in November. There's after Christmas sales, another good reason to have a list the first of the year. And Labor Day, Memorial Day, there's just always some type of a sale that you can take advantage of so you're not paying full price for something. And nowadays with shopping online and things like that, you can really find some amazing deals. So I would recommend, if you haven't done it before and you kind of save your shopping to the last week or 2 weeks of the year, take advantage of the different things that you can do throughout the year, and you'll be surprised how much money you could save. Number 3 on my list is make your own gifts. Now, I'm not talking about, some popsicle stick character that you give somebody for Christmas. But I'm talking about things that you can really put your heart and soul into and make that are really special for people. People love getting nice homemade gifts. And let me give you some examples. Do you have skills in crocheting or knitting or quilting or sewing? I mean, there's cooking. There's so many neat things that people do, and they don't really think, wow, I could make something special for this person instead of buying it. One of the things I really like to do is go to thrift stores, and I look for things that I can rehab by either painting or turning something into, maybe buying an old frame and fixing it up and spray painting it and buying a picture, and all of a sudden you've got something that looks really amazing instead of going and spending $100 on a frame and a photo. So there's so many things if you know how to do some skills. Now, if you don't, there's also some great ideas. I have this book that I've had for a long time. It's called Gifts from the Kitchen. And it just has all kinds of really great ideas of things that you can put together for people from the kitchen, things you can kind of pre-make. They have little labels that you can print out from your printer or your computer that are really cute labels, but all kinds of neat things. And I do a lot of these things at Christmas. Sometimes it's just making cookies in a jar or baking a really fun bread or something like that. And they give you a lot of different ideas. One of the things that I really like to do, I have an herb garden. I dehydrate different herbs. I put those into different kind of bottles or little containers. I decorate them, and those make wonderful gifts. Some of your canned foods, fruits and jams and soups. I mean, all kinds of fun things. You can give those as gifts. And a lot of times it's how you decorate them. It's what you put them together with. Maybe a really pretty tea towel with some canned goods and maybe some dehydrated herbs, and people just love that kind of stuff. So, going to the thrift stores and re-thrifting things that are of good quality can be something really fun. Number 4 on my list is an envelope system. Now, this is going to sound corny, I'm sure, but I have done an envelope system for years and years and years. These are my envelopes that I save for things that I need to buy, like car insurance or car registration, birthdays, DMV registration, trips to Costco, vet bills, different things like that. So I have envelopes for all these things. And one of the first things that I make sure to fund my envelopes with throughout the year is my Christmas envelope. And I always have some extra cash in there that I've saved throughout the year for my Christmas shopping. Now, when you're taking money every month, $20, $25, $50, and you add that up over 12 months, that's a big deal. I mean, you can really accomplish a lot of savings if you put your mind to it. So using an envelope system, if you've never done it, there's a great book that I started with like 20 years ago. It's called Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. It goes over all the envelope system and some great other ideas for saving money through eliminating debt and preparing for things. I'm going to link it in my Amazon store if anyone's interested. I would recommend it highly. I've actually read the book several times. I went through Financial Peace University through Dave Ramsey. Very inexpensive, and something, if you're interested, look into that on your own, but it was a life changer for me. It has changed my whole retirement. So I will link that book below if you're interested. So the 5th thing on my list is similar to envelopes, but it's a little bit different, and that is a savings account. So do you remember back in the old days when our grandmothers and grandfathers were preparing for Christmas? They had something called a Christmas club. And I can remember my grandma, she used to have to take the bus into downtown LA. She'd take the bus home and she'd stop at World Savings. I don't even think they're in business anymore. But she'd stop there and she would put money in from her paycheck. Every time she got paid, she'd add to her Christmas club. So when Christmas came, she had everything paid for. It was amazing. I was so enamored with the thought of how she prepared for her Christmas and how fun it was, because they didn't have any debt come January 1st. And I decided long ago that that's how I wanted to live my life. So honestly, I have had a Christmas club for 50 years. Now, I don't call it a Christmas club. It's not really called, I don't even know if you can get a Christmas club at a bank, but I set up my own Christmas club. First, I do my envelopes, but secondly, I discovered an online bank. It was actually referred to me by someone else, and it's called Ally Bank. I would have never thought of myself as someone who would do, online banking or internet banking without a storefront. But I love Ally Bank, and let me tell you why. They have something linked to their savings accounts called buckets. So you can set up a savings account and you can link buckets. just like envelopes for all the things that you want to save for throughout the year. So if you want to set up your own Christmas club, you just title one of your buckets Christmas Club. Now you can direct deposit into Ally Bank. You can use ATMs throughout the United States. If you use a non-qualified ATM through their bank, they actually will reimburse you up to a certain amount every month. I mean, it's fantastic. They have direct deposit. They have, they just have so many things. They don't have overdraft fees, no fees for having a checking account. It's like an amazing bank. I just absolutely love it. And their rates are really good on their savings accounts. But I found their rates are much higher than what you would get at your local bank, probably because they don't have storefronts. I don't know, but they're amazing. So anyway, I set up a checking account and a savings account there. And my savings account has buckets. So I have 2 buckets right now. Mine's just for kind of fun money. It's fun money to do things with my grandkids and my kids at the end of the year. And then I also have another one for Christmas spending. So it's really easy. I actually just transfer from my checking account into my savings account, and then I just put that money into those buckets. And it's super simple. So I have a link for you if you are interested in checking out Ally Bank and you would like to, save for the holidays in a really simple, uncomplicated way, even if it's $5 a month. I mean, think about that. Every single penny you put in is going to save you money. I even have a little coffee can that I save my change in. And what I do at the end of the year is I take all of my coin, I roll it, and I take it to the bank and I add that to my account for my Christmas. Last year, I think I saved $35 towards Christmas. I mean, that could be a gift for somebody. I would recommend Ally Bank if you're interested. Check out the link below. I think I'll also put it on the screen if you're interested. It's just a great way to save for the holidays. So like I said, Christmas is on the way. Don't be left out in the cold. It can be a great financial year, even if times are tough or you're having a hard time. Maybe look into some of the other things where you're thrifting or making your own gifts. And it's September, but I want to just wish you a happy holidays ahead of time. And I hope it's happy. I hope that you're able to save and make this debt free if that's a goal of yours. It's always a goal of mine. I can do so much more in my life by not having debt hanging over my head. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Are you interested in winning a brand new Presto canner? If so, go ahead and email me at the link above. Let me know you're interested in the drawing. If I hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, December 31st, 2024, I'm going to give away a brand new Presto canner to one lucky winner.